Good morning, everyone. So this is Kamakshi Bhatt and my teammate is Stanley, and we will be together presenting on the Allianz Life Bridge, life insurance breach, the government's failure, and the path forward. This case highlights how a weak governance practices lead to one of the most serious breaches in the insurance sector, affecting millions of customers and shaking trust in a brand which is known for its reliability. Now let's see what really happened at that time. In January 2025, Allianz Life Insurance suffered a massive data breach, impacting about 1.4 million of customers. The root cause was stolen credentials from a third-party vendor's insecure API. Using those credentials, attackers gained access to sensitive data, including personal security number and the life insurance policy numbers. So while it looked like a technical issue, it was really a failure of governance. Poor eyesight and poor oversight, weak controls, and a lack of accountability. The root cause of a failure to governance was the breach. Was this the breach didn't happen because of the hackers' brilliance? It happened because of weak governance. There were several key issues. The key issues were: first, the vendors weren't properly monitored or audited. Second, access controls were poor, no multi factor authentication, and vendors had far more privilege than they needed. Third, Allianz relied on outdated monitoring tools that couldn't detect dynamic threats. And finally, the company's culture was reactive, seeing cybersecurity as a compliance checklist, not as a core business responsibility. Let's see how it impacted the business. The consequences were huge. Financially, Allianz faced heavy fines, investigation costs, and lawsuits. Reputationally, customer trust was damaged, and in the insurance industry, trust is everything. Operationally, operationally contaminated, and recovery caused significant disruptions. And strategically, their long term brand value and competition position took a hit. It really shows the cost of a bridge goes far beyond IT recovery, it impacts the entire business. Let's see our recommendations. To prevent something like this from happening again, aliens need to take a proactive approach to security. First, adopt a zero trust model, which means never trust, always verify. Second, enforce multi-factor authentication and at least privilege access, especially for third-party vendors. And the third, strengthen the vendor risk management by having strict controls, contracts, continuous audits, and their clear accountability. Now I'll let my friend Stanley to continue presenting on our further recommendations. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Stanley and I'll be taking you through the next phase. So, the threat vulnerability impact matrix highlights how each cyber risk translates into operational, financial, and reputational damages. Yeah. So, Allianz should enhance resilience through technology and culture. By this, I'll mainly pinpoint that they should minimize data stored. Yeah, enforce encryption, and foster a company wide security culture through regular training. Moving on to the next point, the fundamentals or flaw in Allianz security was trusting anyone inside their network. The vendor's compromised credential became master key to everything. So, by this, I want to point out that the recommendation that Allianz should stop the breach with zero trust. Yeah, never trust, always verify. Yeah, uh, they should replace the outdated castle and mod security system that they currently have. They should implement multi-factor role authentication for all access and for all individuals. They should enforce least privileges, give minimum access needed, especially to the lower tier employees. Yeah, this is whereby low level employees cannot access, yeah, a lot of data. They can only access what's needed, yeah, to be accessed by them. Also, use of micro segmentation to contain breaches. Moving on. Allianz security systems were looking for known threats, like guard looking for specific wanted posters. Yeah. So by this, I want to touch on use of AI-powered detection. Allianz should make it a point and integrate AI into their detection system, yeah, whereby because AI is computeral based, it's always up to date and will be able to detect these threats before they become a problem and shut them down. So Allianz should do that and uh, integrate AI-powered threat detection, which is much safer, quicker, and yeah. Furthermore, the deeper issue at Allianz was a cultural one. They were compliance focused rather than risk focused. Yeah. So they should move on from being compliant focused to being risk focused. Assess, yeah, all risks available instead of uh, being compliant focused. Yeah, they should focus on what could actually happen to the business. Yeah, and by that they will be able to identify new threats and they'll be able to keep their system safe and their clients' data confidential. Conclusion, the key takeaway is that cybersecurity is a core governance and business issue. A proactive strategic investment in security is not an IT cost, it's an essential insurance policy for the company's reputation, finances, and future. So, by this is that cybersecurity is a business imperative, yeah? It's a must. So Allianz should really focus on the cybersecurity part of things. And not only Allianz, all companies should, because cybersecurity has become a big problem worldwide where clients' details are targeted, yeah, and that in turn can make a client to sue the insurance or the company, and by that they lose more money once they lose a lawsuit in court. So they should take steps to invest in cyber security. And actually, not only Allianz, but many businesses around the world. Those are references from the research we did and the compilation of this assignment and everything. And I come to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. And yeah, have a good day.